Hello there, good morning everybody. Welcome to another video by me, Mr. Drone. We are here in front of the Everton Stadium down at Bramley Dock. It is Wednesday the 10th of July 2024. It's about 9:30-ish in the morning. I'm going to get up in the end, do a midweek video with my voiceover where we cover some of your questions and comments once again. I haven't done that for a couple of weeks now because we've been doing other things here like the tour last week. Thank you everybody who watched that tour. It got loads and loads of views and you all seemed to enjoy it. The one thing that did happen, a few of you mentioned that when I was actually doing the inside tour, there was some music playing in the background because I wasn't talking like consistently all the way through. So the music was to like just cover the bits where I wasn't talking, but you said the music was too loud and not all of you could hear me talking, so I did do a re-release of just the inside tour with no music on. So if you haven't seen that yet and on my main video you struggled to hear me, watch the re-release that I put out. I think it was Friday evening, so you can always watch that, which is just the inside tour. Okay, the inside tour was amazing. Thank you to everybody for your comments on that. Gonna get up in the air now and have a look at the stadium, cover your questions and comments. Okay, let's get up there. Okay everybody, you'll see I'm up in the air there. Got to get up in the air and just look at that east stand, haven't you, with all that barrel cladding done. What a shot that is. I don't think I'll ever get bored of that, you know. We'll move in a bit closer. And what I'll do, I'll get to your questions and comments now because I've got a few to cover. So first up, I'll go Stephen Lyndon Wyatt, YSAVY, who says, where are we? Sorry, who says, the crane outside the club shop has been moved to the west stand. It looks like there might be two teams working on the barrel cladding. They have also started paving in front of the club shop. Good to see both access hatches complete and roof almost done. Roof almost done, yeah, absolutely, that looks great, doesn't it? So the paving outside the club shop, Stephen, I mean, yeah, they've started work on it. No paving. Yeah, oh no, or is that paving if they just put grout over it? No, because they'd be brushing it off. No, so they've started the work there, absolutely, yeah. It's like a block there, isn't there? There was obviously no work being done on whilst the cranes were there, but you're right, there's no crane there. Paving's looking fantastic. Tell you what, when I was doing the tour as well, that paving, it's a strange one, you know. It like plays with your eyes, the way the paving they've chosen, the way it's laid, it does give this wave effect. It's really bizarre. Really good though, really good effect. Exactly what they were looking for, I believe. Let's just come over and have a look at the cranes. Just going to get a bit higher because you said you think there's two teams now working on this. Let's have a look. Let's just move round over this west. There is two cranes there, but I think they have to, there's a couple of guys up there, looks like they may have just fitted one. Looking for the octopus manipulator, or spider as some of you also call it. Thought it had been down by one of the... There it is. They just hook them on up to it. But you're right, the crane is over here, and it does look like there's two teams, but I think I can only see one of those, the octopus manipulator. I love that word, you know, I love that name. A few of you call it the spider crane as well. It's that, but I think they've only got one of them. So although I know you say there's two teams working, Stephen, I think they've only got one of them. So that would say to me that there's only a certain amount they can kind of do. But yeah, great spots there, Stephen. Thank you very much for your comments. Moving on, I have David Badcock, and I think the next 3 or 4 are from David Badcock. David's been great throughout the project here, giving us loads and loads of info and help with it. And I haven't covered any of your questions for a while, David. Nothing personal, of course, just had others to cover. David has said, it's because David done you've done quite a big comment, David, with a few, so I thought I'll just cover them all. So the first one says, Nick, well done on planning to make the England quarter final. I hope you managed to attend it okay. I did, yeah. There is a video up, went up on Monday, so if you want to have a look at that, if you haven't seen it already, it was a great experience, really was. It'll be interesting to learn what you made of the whole experience, maybe with the key to making them play a little bit better. They only played a little bit better, but the experience, like I just said, was absolutely amazing. Thanks for that, David. Some suggestions for your midweek focus, so here we go. Number one, make it clear that Lang O'Rourke told you that the completion date quoted is their completion date and not the same as the stadium being properly finished. The FC are to carry out laying of the Everton way, for instance, plus any other finishing touches via separate contracts. Absolutely, yeah. So when I done, this is about when I done my, we'll just like move around. When I done my inside tour, I'd said that Lang O'Rourke were due to finish. There was a question somebody asked, and Lang O'Rourke said that they're due to finish November or early December. They are due to finish, but then there will be like a snagging period, so to speak. But as David said there, Everton will then take over. Everton are laying the Everton way, which is like the memory stones, or the named stones down there on the south stand. So that is being done by Everton direct after Lang O'Rourke leave or hand over. And then there's also all the insides, the catering, all the catering stuff. Everton are doing them with separate contractors, mainly because Everton might have certain sponsors or want to use certain people, contractors or whatever. So yeah, Everton have got quite a lot to do inside. So although they plan to take it December-ish, Everton have then got quite a lot to do inside and a bit outside as well. So yeah, absolutely, David. It's just the Lang O'Rourke handover is ideally planned for December. Thank you for that. Moving on, number two, David said, have a closer look at the plus-minus shaped concrete bases situated along the south concourse near the Nelson Dock balustrade, which are or will be in line with each of the 14 south stand main steel bases. The concrete base for mounting the arched wind baffles. Okay, David, so the plus or minus shaped, you've said they should be, yeah, there, David, there's a plus. There's a plus. So what are they for, David? They are for the concrete base for mounting the arched wind baffles. Okay, yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3. So I've said before as well, some people say, take a look at the window on the north stand for me, and I've no idea what window. As David's described there, he said they're right in front of the 14 posts, south stand main steel bases, sorry. And look at the plus shaped as well, so we can't miss them. So they are for mounting the arched wind baffles. Keep an eye on that, David. Thank you very much. There's some who are got steel gates around them as well. Thanks for that, David. Good one, that. We will move on to number 3. David says, take a closer look at the frames now installed around the trees at the southeast corner of the site, which will have perforated metal baffles in them and will act as supports for diametrically opposing metal seats. Tucked into 2 of the 4 corners, the baffles will have imagery etched into, stroke painted on them as signage and to show EFC icons or branded. Down here then, David, you mean? That seagull was close there, wasn't he? Yeah, David, I see that. It's like, sorry, I'm going to zoom out so I can move closer. Seagull again. Needs to do one. I'm zooming out so I can move closer because I don't like moving with the zoom on. Doesn't give me an exact kind of position of where I'm flying when I'm moving with the zoom on. So you're saying have a look down here. And yeah, we can see, for example, this one. So David is saying, look at the frames now installed around the trees at the southwest corner of the site, which will have perforated metal baffles in them and will act as supports for diametrically opposing metal seats tucked into 2 of the 4 corners. Excellent that, mate, excellent. So that's one there. They got them there. They've got them on. All of them, have they? That one hasn't yet. But you see the frames. So these last 2 haven't. But you see the frames on the floor. It looks like. That one might have. Yeah, that one's got a couple of them. That one looks like almost entirely finished, doesn't it? Apart from the seat, unless that is. See, what have you said? For diametrically opposing metal seats tucked into 2 of the corners. Is that one of them then? David, there on that one. Let me know, please. Thank you. Let's move on to number 4. It says, it looks like the last of the north perimeter trees are being installed. I'm going to go over the north shortly. We'll just have a look there because we can look right across. Do you think these ones are all done? So when you say the last, I think it'll be over there. We will certainly get up there. I'm going to go up that way in a bit. I know I've got another north question or comment coming up. I just wanted to look as well. This isn't a question or anything, but can't see any of the solar panels in yet. They did say they're planning to start them in the next week or so. So hopefully we'll see some action soon. That's not... No. Hopefully we'll start to see some action up on that south stand roof soon with the solar panels. And number 5 from David, he said, I note that they have dismantled the scaffolding from around the southernmost gate tower since your tour. They have there, look at that. They did also say they'd clearly watched the video because they mentioned the weeding that they said had been done. But look, they've tidied it all up. See at the top, they're tidying it all up. But yeah, scaffolding's removed. Some tidying obviously to do on the floor and the ground, but they've tidied it up a lot. And they did mention the weeding, as I say, so they'd clearly watched the video because we'd mentioned it, hadn't we, in my videos. But yeah, scaffolding gone from that as well. Just looks great, doesn't it? Right, let's see who we've got next. Right, we've got David McBride, who says, great videos ever, Nick. I don't know if anyone has commented before, but the shot panning in of the north stand, the brick facade. Let's tell you what, let's move around. The brick facade on the stadium. Have you ever noticed how much it matches and blends into the tobacco warehouse in the background? David McBride, you said that, and this was 100% intentional by them. It does blend in. It's supposed to blend in. It's supposed to look like a kind of, you know, a bit of heritage Dockland building. So have you said that this shot that I do, I'm going to go nice and high because I'm standing on Blackstone Street, but there, you're right, you see it, how much it blends in. So look at the buildings in the background. You've got the tobacco warehouse there, more dock buildings, and it certainly does blend in. David, absolutely supposed to. Good spot though, really good spot. A lot of people like this shot that I do coming in from this way. Whilst I'm up here, I'll zoom down here just to have a look at these trees, because David mentioned it looks like they've put in, they've possibly done that last tree, have they, David? It looks like. Yeah, trees on the north stand look done. Oh, sorry about that. I've just lost a bit of signal, so I'm going to go higher and come back over towards me because I lost a little bit of signal.
Max altitude reached.
It says max altitude reached, but I'm actually 117 and the max altitude is 120. So I'm just going to come back round this way, guys, because of the signal. Don't think we'll get bored of just looking at it anyway, will we? Straighten up before I move on to my next question or comment. Who is Dagsy 1985? He said that is the sexiest traffic cone I have ever seen. Hope to visit one day. Yeah, so this is a comment. Not sure if you remember, but there was a Liverpool fan who went into the site years ago now. When it was kind of when Everton was still doing the plans and everything. So what I found out when I went for my tour with Lango Rourke, that it was like years in the planning and making. So whilst they were doing that, it was a Liverpool fan, I think, went in and made a joke about there was just one traffic cone on site, saying that that's Everton's new stadium is just a traffic cone and all this. So kind of took the mix. So people keep mentioning that actually on my video, and I know others people keep saying about the traffic cone thing. It's quite funny. Good one, Dagsy. Moving on, I've got Sammy Tommy. North End is starting to look really polished from your tour. What were a couple of things that surprised you when being up close? Okay, good question. One thing that surprised me was to find out that Everton had taken over this in December last year. So Everton have now had this for 6 months, but apparently there's still no actual confirmation or plans as to what it will be. It's because it needs to, whatever it's going to be, needs to be cleared by the council as well. Other thing that surprised me, to be honest, and this might be obvious, but being inside that bowl was just unbelievable. The sheer size of it. So I've been looking at this now, Sammy, for like 3 years. Looking at it coming up and being here outside, but actually being in there and in the grounds, it was enormous. It was absolutely enormous. So I was really like my breath was taken away by how big it was. That was the main thing that surprised me, to be honest with you. Sammy. Other than that, I don't know. It was all quite overwhelming, to be honest, mate. I'll probably come up with more things, but yeah, the sheer size of it inside the bowl as well, and the climbing up to the top of the south and then looking down, and the pitch seemed really close. Still, it was great, really was. Thanks for your comments and question, mate. Moving on, I've got Keith Douglas, who says, Nick, another great video. Do you know if the seats have numbers on them? Every video I've seen shows no numbers on the seats, just blank. Also, are Everton going to run test events for health and safety reasons? I hear it may be the kid team or the ladies team or under 21s. So seats, Keith, do not have numbers on them at the moment, but I'm sure that will be done. I didn't see numbers on them anyway. I'm sure that will be done. Test events, yes. Lango Rourke told us there will be at least 3 test events, they believe. And they also said they believe the first one might be arranged for January, but that's not confirmed. Okay, I don't know what they are doing. I think they start with something like 10,000 people to do a test. Then they something like 10,000, then 25,000, and then the 50 or something like that. But they definitely are doing 3 test events, mate. They have to do test events to get the license, because they have to show that they can get, I believe they can get everybody evacuated within 8 minutes or something like that. I got that info whilst on the tour, and it wasn't from the on the tour, it was from Mark Dixie Dean's Boots, who works for actually I best not say in case he doesn't reveal it. So but yeah, he knew that, he gave us that answer. So yeah, definitely test events, mate. And as far as I could see, no numbers on the seats yet. Moving on, I have, last but not least, this, we've been going on for 20 minutes anyway, Patrick Coyle, 298, he's put 16.1, not sure what that means. Are the floodlights installed yet to keep up the good work? The floodlights, people, this question's come up, quite a bit. The floodlights have been in for a long time, since the end of last year. What it is though, we can't really see them on our drone shots, and I best not go too low because they're working on the roof. So their speakers, them things you see, I think they're speakers, but the floodlights are like up and under. I think that could be a floodlight. It's hard to see now from the drones. It really is, Patrick, but they are there. I assure you, they're in, and they've been in for quite some time now. Perhaps I'll ask them to light it up for us or something. I don't know if they'll do it. See if they will though. I'll put a cheeky question out. Wow, look how flat the surface is. Oh my god. Oh god, it's just looking so good, isn't it? But guys, we shall finish off there. Some great questions, great comments. I hope you all agree. We'll finish off. I just like to do this reveal shot. Pitch area is looking amazing, isn't it? And the pitch area is one of the only areas that is directly on sand as well. The rest of the structure, apart from this bit, the rest of the structure is on constructual piles. Okay, in case you didn't see that from my tour video. Guys, we'll finish off there. Hey guys, there you go. That was my midweek video of the Everton Stadium down at Bramley-Moore Dock on Wednesday the 10th of July 2024. I think it's the 10th anyway, pretty sure it is. Of course it is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Loads of questions and comments, good ones to cover there today. I hope you enjoyed it. Question about what surprised me when I done the tour was a good one, because there was so much, and I'll probably think of more about that. But yeah, good question that. If you haven't watched the tour video yet, jump on and watch it. Other than that, guys, we'll keep an eye on that south stand, because they are due to start doing that solar panelling very, very soon. And the west stand with the barrel cladding, loads and loads still to go. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't watched it yet as well, check out my England video. Released it Monday evening. Just look for Mr. Drone, England v Switzerland, or just scroll down on my channel. It's only a couple of videos down. You'll see that. It was a great experience, really great experience. Guys, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that button for me. Take care, everyone. Bye now.